Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. So, Ole Gunnar Solsjaer versus Thomhas Tuchel, who will come out on top? Ole Gunnar Solsjaer wants to win in Paris, and us playing PSG again brings back memories, because in March last year we beat Paris Saint-Germain 3-1. And we overcame a 2-goal deficit because we was 2-0 down from the first leg. Now, obviously, PSG will be the favourites to win tonight. The good news is, from a Manchester United perspective, PSG have got quite a few players out. Now, they've got Juan Bernat out. They've got Danilo Pereira out. Marco Verratti is unavailable. Mario Icardi is unavailable. They've also got another player out with injury. Leandro Paredes, he's also unavailable. But PSG have got Neymar fit. And obviously Neymar is the most expensive player in the world at the moment. Mbappe, he will be playing for them. Mbappe is the second most expensive player in the world. Ander Herrera, he'll be reuniting with Manchester United. And I did say that we made a bad mistake by getting rid of Ander Herrera, because he did enjoy 5 good years at Manchester United. And what infuriated me more is that we let Ander Herrera go on a free transfer in the summer of 2019. Angel Di Maria, he'll also be reuniting with Manchester United. Don't forget, we had Angel Di Maria under the Louis van Gaal era. I presume that Idrissa Gueye, he'll be playing for PSG. Rafinha, I think he'll also be involved. Julian Draxler, I think he's now fit to play because he was recently out. Marquinhos, he was also recently out with injury. A lot of PSG's players had to self-isolate recently due to COVID-19. Now, as you all know, this is our first game in the group stage of the Champions League. Solsjaer did confirm in his press conference yesterday that Harry Maguire, Mason Greenwood, Edison Cavani, Eric Bailly and Jesse Lingard have not travelled to Paris. Harry Maguire has got an injury. Harry Maguire, though, did play in our 4-1 win against Newcastle recently. And he was absolutely exceptional. Now, Solskjaer did say prior to the Newcastle game that he's confident that Harry Maguire will bounce back from his early season troubles. Because Harry Maguire, don't forget, did get sent off in England's 1-0 defeat to Denmark. He also had that incident in Greece the other month. And plus, he was actually out before the Newcastle game because he sustained this knock in the England-Denmark game, didn't he? But Solskjaer's hopeful that Harry Maguire will be available for the Chelsea game on Saturday. Harry Maguire is the second most expensive sign at the club, and he is the most expensive centre-half in the world at this present time, because we got Harry Maguire in a deal worth £80 million. Mason Greenwood, he's got a niggle, like Solskjaer was saying, and he's not travelled because of disciplinary reasons. Mason Greenwood should be available for the Chelsea game. Mason Greenwood didn't play any part in the 4-1 win against Newcastle. I think Mason Greenwood is the foreseeable future for Manchester United. Mason Greenwood currently wears the number 11. He's the 4th Manchester United player to wear the number 11. We had a few issues with him, didn't we, at the beginning of the season. Edison Cavani, it is a shame that he's not going to be reuniting with his former club PSG. He's actually not injured, Edison Cavani. Solsjaer just said that he needs a couple of more days of training. Edison Cavani didn't play any part in the Newcastle game due to COVID-19 restrictions. Now, we did get Edison Cavani on a free transfer on deadline day. Edison Cavani signed a 2-year contract with the club worth around 220 grand a week. And I think we did give him the number 7 shirt. I think Edison Cavani will be the next Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Eric Bailly, he sustained a hamstring injury whilst he was on international duty. And my element of concern about Eric Bailly, he is injury prone. But prior to that, I think Eric Bailly is a very, very good centre-half. I think he's a better centre-half than Victor Lindelof. Now, don't forget in the summer of 2019, in pre-season, Bailly sustained a bad injury. I think, was it a knee injury? And he was out until February, which was obviously earlier on this year, then came back, and then obviously in the FA Cup semi-final defeat to Chelsea last season, Bailly had a concussion. You know, Bailly's endured around 4 years or so now at Manchester United. We paid £30 million to him from Villarreal back in 2016. And I don't really know what's happened with Jesse Lingard. Good news is, though, from a Manchester United perspective, Bruno Fernandes will be the captain for tonight's game in Paris. This is obviously because Harry Maguire is unavailable. Now, Bruno Fernandes has reacted to this and, he said it's an honour to lead the club. I've always said anyway, Bruno Fernandes should get the captaincy permanently. And Bruno Fernandes was also talking about how important it is for Manchester United to win trophies. Bruno Fernandes has been at Manchester United now for around 9 months. He won some Matt Busby Player of the Year award, reflecting on his good run of performances. And I think he must have won Premier League Player of the Month 3 times last season, reflecting on his good run of performances. Don't forget, Bruno Fernandes recently denied that he had a bust-up with Solsjaer. Fabrizio Romano had confirmed that there was no problem with Bruno and Solsjaer. But he said the other week that Bruno Fernandes had lost faith in Solsjaer and he wants him out of the club. And he was infuriated with the board over the lack of signings and all of that. But yes, Solskjaer is backing Bruno Fernandes. I was surprised, by the way, because, we could have actually given the captaincy to either Paul Pogba. We could have even given it to David De Gea because, they've wore it before. Axel Tuanzebe, he's unavailable. He's still out with injury, I think. Phil Jones, he got excluded, didn't he, from the Champions League squad. So too did Rojo and so too did Sergio Romero. I expect Alex Telles to be playing tonight. So that means he'll be making his debut for the football club. Alex Telles didn't play any part in the Newcastle game. I think Alex Telles, though, is going to be a very, very good signing for Manchester United. We got him on deadline day. Paid just over £15 million for him with add-ons included, and Telles signed a 4-year contract with the club with an option of a further year. And I think he's currently going to be wearing the number 27 shirt. I think Donny van de Beek will definitely be involved tonight. Some Manchester United fans do expect him to start. Donny van de Beek has not yet made his full debut for the football club. But I think he's enjoyed a fantastic start to his Manchester United career. We got Donny van de Beek in a deal worth £40 million. He signed a 5-year contract with the club with an option of a further year. And he currently wears the number 34 shirt. He did recently say that Solskjaer's considering changing his position and putting him on that left-hand side. Obviously, Martial is available tonight. Martial didn't play any part in the Newcastle game, did he? Because in our 6-1 defeat to Tottenham, Martial got sent off. He shouldn't have been sent off, but he did get sent off. So he got given a 3-match suspension. So he served 1 match. He's got another 2 matches to serve. So he will miss the game at the weekend against Chelsea. And he will also miss the Arsenal game. And Martial, though, hasn't enjoyed the best of starts to the season. I thought last season he was very, very good under Solsjaer. And he was good in his debut season under the Louis van Gaal era. Martial's enjoyed around 5 years or so at Manchester United. Rashford, he'll obviously play tonight, like I've said. I think Rashford's really, really improved under the Solskjaer era. He did very, very well in the Newcastle game, got 2 assists, also got his name on the score sheet, won the penalty, and also had other chances in the game. Rashford's been at Manchester United now around 15 years or so, because he's been a United player since the age of 7 and he's now 22. Rashford's been in our senior squad since 2016 and since then has become an integral part of our team, hasn't he? I'm expecting Paul Pogba to be playing tonight. Hopefully Paul Pogba can put a good performance out. Paul Pogba has enjoyed a pretty bad start to the season. To be fair to him though, he did well when he came on against Newcastle recently. Don't forget, we recently triggered that 1-year extension on Paul Pogba's contract, so that keeps him at the club until June 2022. This was confirmed by Fabrizio Romano recently. I think there's still a lot of Manchester United fans that are expecting Paul Pogba to leave the football club next summer, where we can cash in for him now next summer. Mundo Deportivo did recently say that Barcelona are interested in Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba made an admission the other week saying that one day he wants to join Real Madrid. Last year, Pogba was talking a lot about Real Madrid and Zinedine Zidane. And he said, that he wanted to leave Manchester United because he was seeking for a new challenge. Don't forget, he recently said that Man United are eyeing up a move for Federico Valverde. And there's a possible swap deal with Paul Pogba. But Federico Valverde has got a release clause of around £640 million. Federico Valverde has got a contract with Real Madrid until 2025. Swap deals have been high on the agenda though. And Paul Pogba's had a long running transfer saga. There's obviously been narratives of him possibly going back to Juventus. Paul Pogba did enjoy 4 good years with Juventus, but the vast majority of his performances at Man United have been totally comparison to his ones at Juventus. He's had a good couple of periods as a Manchester United player. He did well towards the end of last season. Combination with Bruno Fernandes was good, and he did well in that 3-month period when Solskjaer was the temporary boss. This season is Pogba's 5th season at the club since he rejoined from Juventus. He sustained a few injuries as a Manchester United player. Don't forget, last season he was out with that ankle injury. As it stands at the moment, Pogba's our most expensive signing because we paid £89 million for him. So, yeah. But he'll stay for at least this season. Nemanja Matic, he's probably going to be involved in the game tonight. I don't think... What? Not yet. Alright. I think Matic hasn't enjoyed the best of starts to the season. Towards the end of last season, I thought he did very, very well. Aspects of his game have improved. Matic has enjoyed a good 3 years or so now at Manchester United. We got him in a deal worth £40 million from Chelsea back in 2017. Was it before the start of the season? Matic signed a 3-year deal. Maybe Freddie McTominay could be involved tonight. Solskjaer's got to decide on who he's going to go with. Is it going to be Pogba, Fred, McTominay or Matic? Actually, it was Freddie McTominay that did play in the game against Newcastle, and I don't think they was too good, to be quite honest with you. I think I'm expecting Luke Shaw to play. Luke Shaw could play at left centre back, couldn't he? Luke Shaw, he wasn't bad in the Newcastle game. Obviously, he was the one that got the own goal, though, wasn't he? But I thought he grew into the game after that. He wasn't particularly the fault for the own goal. Luke Shaw's had a pretty good career at Manchester United. My only element of concern about him is that he's injury prone. But prior to that, he's been a good left back for Man United. We paid around £30 million to him from Southampton back in 2014. Lindelof will obviously be one of the centre halves. I've got strong reservations about Victor Lindelof. He's nowhere near on Harry Maguire's level, let's put it that way, and I think he's enjoyed quite a lot of bad games as a Man United player, but on the other side of things, he's had some good games as a Manchester United player as Victor Lindelof. Victor Lindelof's enjoyed over 3 years now at Manchester United. You know, we paid £30 million in from Benfica back in 2017. Foster Mensah, I think tonight he could be also one of the centre halves, couldn't he? I haven't really had a perception on Foster Mensah because don't forget for a while he was out with injury. I think, didn't he play the opening game against Crystal Palace? He played a couple of games towards the end of last season, played in the Palace one and he played in the West Ham one, didn't he? Foster Mensah is also another option at right back. Wan-Bissaka, he'll keep his place in the team. Obviously, Wan-Bissaka is our first choice right back. Wan-Bissaka, to be honest with you, was very, very good in the game against Newcastle. He got his name on the score sheet. That's his first goal for Manchester United. And I think it's his first senior goal. In that game against Newcastle, that was Wan-Bissaka's 50th appearance for the club. But in the Newcastle game, he showed good attacking intent and his defensive contribution was very, very good. You know, this season is Wan-Bissaka's second season at Manchester United. You know, last season was his first season at the club. We got Wan-Bissaka in a deal worth £50 million from Crystal Palace last summer. And I expect David De Gea to remain in goal. Because I said, you know, David De Gea is going to remain our number one goalkeeper this season. To be fair, David De Gea wasn't too bad against Newcastle. Like I mentioned on my match reaction to that game, you know, De Gea made some very good saves to deny Callum Wilson and Maximin. But he's still conceded 12 goals as De Gea now in his last 4 games. You know, this season is David De Gea's 10th season at Manchester United, so he has been a long servant. But I've already said, you know, we should put Dean Henderson as number 1. Do you think Juan Mata could be involved in this game against PSG? What's start like? But I think he does deserve more opportunities. You know, Juan Mata was very, very good in the win against Newcastle. Obviously got the assist for Harry Maguire's goal. His hold-up play was good. He made some good runs on that right-hand side. Juan Mata didn't only do well in the Newcastle game, he did well in both of our Carabao Cup games against Luton and Brighton. He got man of the match in both of them games. Juan Mata's endured 6 years at Manchester United, hasn't he? We paid just under £40 million for him from Chelsea back in 2014. Got him under the Moyes era. Mata scored 50 goals in 258 appearances in all competitions. Not so long ago, he turned down an £18 million a year contract offer to play in Saudi Arabia. So I think Mata is going to be staying for at least this season. Dan James, maybe he won't be involved at all tonight. Maybe he could be. From my own perception, I don't think he was too good in the Newcastle game. Daniel James is just... He's been in a bad vein of form when he's been playing recently. You know, for the vast majority of last season, though, to be fair, he did very, very well. But I thought last season Solsjaer overplayed Daniel James. We got him in June last year, was it? In a deal worth £18 million. And James signed a 5-year contract with the club. Leeds United are the ones that have been interested in James. Back in January 2019, Leeds United came very, very close to getting him. Odin Igalo, obviously now he doesn't get starts. He obviously plays in the cup games, does Odin Igalo, doesn't he? We got him in on deadline day back in January. The main explanation why we got him in, because we needed a cover up to Marcus Rashford. To be fair to Ighalo though, he was our top goal scorer in the FA Cup last season. And just after the first lockdown, we extended Odion Ighalo's loan until January 2021. But I'm hopeful that we can get a result tonight against PSG. And then if we do this, then the pressure will ease off Solsjaer even more. Obviously, quite a lot of pressure's eased off him already, reflecting on that 4-1 win against Newcastle. Because if we hadn't have beaten Newcastle, then Solskjaer could have possibly been sacked as Manchester United manager. Because Woodward was coming out the other week saying that he's prepared to sack Solskjaer if things don't improve. You know, we've played 4 league games so far this season. We've won 2 and we've lost 2. But it's only early days yet, isn't it? This is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's second full season as Manchester United manager. And I've already gone through with you what he needs to do to avoid getting sacked by the club. And that's obviously exceed his expectations. And that is to guide us into the top 4 and win a trophy. Obviously, results have got to keep getting better and better. So we've got to build on that win against Newcastle, obviously. Certain players have got to improve because players have been underperforming, let's be honest. But I think the players that have been underperforming stepped it up against Newcastle, so I'll give them that. And I think Solskjaer's decision making's got to improve because in a lot of his games at Manchester United, he's been very tactically naive. I still don't think Solskjaer's the right manager to succeed at Manchester United. I hope I'm wrong, but like I've said to you before, he hasn't got a proven pedigree. Manchester United is the 3rd club in his managerial career. Don't get me wrong, my perception on him as a player is totally contrast to him as a manager because I thought as a player he was absolutely exceptional. And Solskjaer is a club legend, and whether his managerial tenure works out or not, I will still always love him because not all of the blame stemmed from Solskjaer anyway, has it? A lot of the blame stemmed from the board because the board didn't back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer enough in the summer transfer window. Like I've already said to you, we missed out on all of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's priority targets and we missed out on a lot of targets in general, didn't we? I don't think Woodward and the Glazers and that have backed any manager enough that we've had since Alex Ferguson retired. And we know there's obviously been talks of Mauricio Pochettino coming to Manchester United to replace Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and Pochettino was linked with a managerial role at Man United before Solskjaer got the job permanently in March last year. And obviously there's been talks saying that we've been looking at Massimiliano Allegri as an alternative. But there's not all negativity regarding Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as Manchester United manager because I've taken positives from his tenure. Like I said, I credit him for what he did last season. Last season was his first full season at the football club and he got us qualification for the Champions League. He got us 3rd and he guided us to 3 semi-finals. He's also made some good signings since he got recommended into the club and he's spent over £200 million since he became Manchester United manager. We've also seen a lot of players leave since he got recommended in. I also like the way that Solskjaer has promoted the youth and we've also had some good periods under him. So they are the positives you can take, and our record against the top 6 sides last season was very, very good because last season Solskjaer beat Lampard 3 times, he beat Pep Guardiola 3 times, he beat Mourinho once, so that's another positive. Solskjaer's been Manchester United manager now for almost 2 years. He's got a contract with us until 2022. So he's got just under 2 years left on his contract. It's already been revealed how much it would cost the club if we did decide to sack Solskjaer. It'd cost us around £4 million. But like I said, he does need more time because we haven't really got the structure to keep sacking managers. I expect Manchester United to try and make more signings in the January transfer window. I also expect us to sell more players next year. This is what I expect. But like I've said to you, in the last 7 years we have been playing catch up because we've had different managers with different philosophies. We've spent close to the £1 billion range on players, and we've recruited over 30 odd players since the Ferguson era. You know, we haven't won the Premier League since 2013. The last time we won it was in Alex Ferguson's last season. We've only won 4 trophies since Ferguson left, and that was the FA Cup under Van Gaal and the Europa League and the League Cup and the Community Shield under the Jose Mourinho era. So, yeah. So anyway, guys, that's everything to update you with today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and I'll be on with my match reaction tomorrow morning for the PSG Man U game. Take care, God bless.